Well, we've just had that announcement. It's come from Downing Street, and for the first time in nearly 500 years of history, the Church of England has nominated a woman to lead it. Dame Sarah Mullally, the Bishop of London. She's been in that position already, breaking glass ceilings through her career. She's been the Bishop of London since 2017, the first woman to take up that role, the third most senior member of clergy in the Church of England. And she will now, in an enthronement ceremony sometime in the new year, will become the new Archbishop of Canterbury. As you rightly said, it's the first time that women were considered for this role. It was only under the tenure of the previous Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, that women were allowed to be bishops at all. And so it is in a very short space of time. We've had since the 1990s the first time when priests, female priests were allowed in the Church of England. We then had just 10 years ago the first female bishops. Well, now we have the first female Archbishop of Canterbury.
And Aleem, she takes over at a challenging time for the Church. What could she bring to the role?
Well, she was, before she joined the Church, an administrator in the NHS. She was the youngest ever chief nursing officer for England in 1999. And as Bishop of London, she's seen as someone who's brought professionalism, she's modernised the diocese, and it's hoped that she'll bring that to the Church as well. But she does have huge challenges ahead of her, primarily I think one of the most urgent issues to deal with is charting a new course in terms of the way the Church deals with safeguarding, with abuse, with treating with compassion those who've suffered abuse. Then there is the issue of falling numbers of people going to church services, though London, the diocese in which she's been in charge, is one of those that's seemed to buck the trend somewhat in that regard. And also there are big theological divisions, if you like, within the Church, particularly over issues around, for example, blessings for same-sex unions. So huge challenges within the Church, and of course she'll be drawn on commenting on some of the issues and challenges there are across the country, and indeed on global issues as well.
On global issues, and many will be welcoming the fact that a woman has taken on this position, but there'll be some who don't believe a woman should be head of the Church.
That's right. I mean, quite early on in her church career, she was someone who was put in charge of looking at how to make reforms when it comes to safeguarding. And there are those who think that perhaps a woman in charge of that issue might help chart a better course. But you're right. I mean, in the Church of England now, there are those, even senior members of clergy in the Church, who are opposed not just to women becoming bishops or leading the Church, but women being ordained at all. So certainly those there are those who feel that flies against the theology that they believe in. But she's managed to work with some of those bishops in the past, and I don't think necessarily that will be an obstacle to her forging ahead.